46. Ito Smith, his first carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And down he'll go at the 25. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And that's complete to Adams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And a coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wentz now to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Dave. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Here is Eckler. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's go.
At the 36-yard line.
Go. Check.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays.
He's got a man complete. 20, 10, touchdown LA. Mike Williams, 79 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Kill. Forward, Jojo. Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, it's Wentz.
Sack, baby. Sack.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. After the sack on first down, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They try right side here, Gurley. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Taylor now returning it. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Quad. 86 is on the go. 86 is on the go. Go.
On first and 10, Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. On first down, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ito Smith that time, but it'll be second down. A little too much air under that one. That could have easily been 6 points.
Yeah, what kind of speed he has is almost impossible, we think, to actually overthrow him, but he did exactly that. I think he probably tried to get it out there maybe just a little bit too quickly.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On the draw, this is Smith. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wentz on third down. It's caught. Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing now is Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Wentz to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. They'll try and run forward with Smith. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 120! Kill. Watch the screen! No. Check nipple.
Throwing on second down. Wentz. Jones has it. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Wentz. This complete to Jones. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Gurley. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Wentz. His throw incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3 from the shotgun. They run with Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a play fake. Wentz. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
60 Pittsburgh. 66 bullet hot.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
Ready? 70, 80.
And the Chargers first down.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 30. 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
From the gun, Herbert. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
Nice just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Play action. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you straight.
From the gun, it's Allen. Throw left side, complete to Moss. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Allen. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The first carry now. This is Williams. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Allen, and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does.